Here's what nobody tells you about aging. It's not inevitable. The stiffness, the aches, the feeling like your body is betraying you. None of that has to be your reality. The problem isn't that you're getting older. The problem is that you've been playing the wrong game entirely. Most guys think the game is about lifting heavier weights, running faster times, or looking like they did in college. But after 40, the real game changes completely. The aim of the game is to stay in the game. Period. And to stay in the game, you need to move like a machine that's built for the long haul. Not like a sports car that's destined to break down after a few years of hard driving. The 3 exercises I'm about to show you target the exact movement patterns that matter most for men over 40. They address the areas where we lose mobility first and lose it fastest. Master these 3 movements, and you'll move better than guys half your age. Ignore them, and you'll be shopping for a recliner chair sooner than you think. These exercises work because they restore what sitting at a desk, driving a car, and living in our modern world systematically destroys. They wake up muscles that have gone dormant, mobilize joints that have seized up, and reconnect movement patterns that have been hijacked by compensation. The first exercise that will revolutionize how you move is the couch stretch. Now, before you roll your eyes thinking this sounds like something your physical therapist would prescribe after you've already hurt yourself, hear me out. This isn't about rehabilitation. This is about prevention. And it's about unlocking a movement pattern that modern life has systematically destroyed. Your hip flexors are the silent assassins of male mobility after 40. These muscles run from your spine down to your thigh bones, and they're supposed to allow your leg to swing freely behind you when you walk, run, or simply stand up straight. But after decades of sitting in cars, at desks, and on couches, these muscles have shortened and tightened like steel cables. Here's what most guys don't realize. When your hip flexors can't extend properly, your entire kinetic chain falls apart. Your glutes shut down because they can't fire when your hips are locked in flexion. Your lower back compensates by overextending, creating that classic forward head posture and lower back arch that screams middle-aged man from across the room. Your body is designed to work as an integrated system, but tight hip flexors throw a wrench into the entire operation. They pull your pelvis into an anterior tilt, which forces your lumbar spine to hyperextend just to keep you upright. This constant strain on your lower back is why so many guys wake up stiff, struggle to tie their shoes, and feel like they're 80 years old after sitting through a long meeting or car ride. The couch stretch fixes this by putting your hip flexor in the exact position it needs to lengthen and release. You place your back foot up on a couch or bench, step your front foot forward into a lunge position, and then drive your hips forward while keeping your torso upright. Hold this for 2 minutes per side, and I guarantee you'll feel muscles releasing that you forgot you had. But here's the critical part that separates the guys who get results from the ones who waste their time. You're not just hanging out in this position, you're actively contracting your glute on the back leg while driving your hip forward. This teaches your body to use the right muscles in the right sequence, breaking the compensation patterns that have been wreaking havoc on your movement. When you first start this stretch, expect it to be uncomfortable. That's not a bad sign. That's your body telling you it's been locked up for too long. The key is to breathe through it and let your nervous system gradually accept this new range of motion. Over time, you'll notice that your stride lengthens when you walk. Your posture improves without you having to think about it, and that nagging lower back pain starts to disappear. The second exercise is the thoracic spine extension over a foam roller, but we're gonna do it with a twist that most people miss completely. Your thoracic spine, the middle part of your back, is designed to extend and rotate. It's supposed to be mobile and dynamic, but modern life has turned it into a concrete block. Think about your typical day. You're hunched over a computer, slouched in a car seat, rounded forward on the couch watching television. Your thoracic spine has been locked in flexion for so long that it's forgotten how to move the other direction. This creates a cascade of problems that ripple up to your neck and down to your lower back. When your thoracic spine can't extend, your cervical spine hyperextends to keep your head level, creating neck pain and headaches. Your lumbar spine compensates by overextending, leading to lower back pain. Your shoulders roll forward and internally rotate, setting you up for impingement and rotator cuff issues. Every joint in your spine has a job. When one part stops doing its job, the others have to pick up the slack. Your thoracic spine is supposed to be the mobile middle section that allows your neck and lower back to stay stable and pain-free. When it locks up, everything else breaks down trying to compensate. The foam roller extension breaks this pattern by giving your thoracic spine permission to move backward again. You lie with the roller positioned at your mid-back, support your head with your hands, and slowly extend over the roller. But here's the game changer that most people miss. You're going to add a breathing component that amplifies the effect by 10. As you extend back over the roller, take the deepest breath you can and hold it for 3 seconds. This isn't just about stretching. You're teaching your rib cage to expand, your diaphragm to function properly, and your nervous system to relax into this new position. Work your way up and down your thoracic spine, spending extra time on the spots that feel like they're made of concrete. The breathing component is crucial because your rib cage is directly connected to your thoracic spine through 12 pairs of ribs. When your thoracic spine is locked up, your breathing becomes shallow and restricted. You start breathing with your neck and shoulders instead of your diaphragm, which creates even more tension and stiffness. By combining extension with deep breathing, you're breaking this vicious cycle and restoring proper function to the entire system. The third and final exercise is the deep squat hold, and this one will humble even the strongest guys in the gym. This isn't about loading weight on your back and grinding out reps. This is about reclaiming a fundamental human position that you've probably lost somewhere along the way to adulthood. Watch any toddler play, and you'll see them drop into a perfect deep squat without thinking twice about it. They can hang out down there for minutes, perfectly comfortable, perfectly balanced. That's your birthright as a human being, and you've likely traded it away for tight hip flexors, weak glutes, and ankles that move about as well as rusted hinges. The deep squat hold addresses multiple mobility restrictions simultaneously. It opens up your hips, stretches your calves, mobilizes your ankles, and teaches your body how to maintain proper spinal alignment under load. But here's the brutal truth. Most guys over 40 can't even get into this position, let alone hold it comfortably. If you can't get into a full deep squat, you're not alone, and you're not broken. You just need to work your way back to it progressively. Start by holding onto a door frame or pole for support. Use your arms to assist as you lower yourself down, and let them take as much weight as you need. The goal isn't to force yourself into position. The goal is to teach your body that this position is safe and accessible. Once you're down there, focus on keeping your feet flat, your knees tracking over your toes, and your chest up. Your heels should stay planted on the ground. If they pop up, that's your calves and ankles telling you they've been neglected for too long. Start with 10 to 15 second holds and gradually work your way up to 2 minutes. This isn't a race. This is about reclaiming movement quality that will serve you for decades. The deep squat is also a diagnostic tool that reveals exactly where your mobility gaps are hiding. If your heels come up, you've got ankle mobility issues. If your knees cave inward, your hips are weak and unstable. If you can't keep your chest up and you round forward, your thoracic spine and core aren't doing their job. Every compensation pattern you've developed over the years will show up in this one position. Here's how you put this all together into a routine that actually gets done. You're not adding another hour to your day. You're taking 15 minutes, 3 to 4 times per week, and investing it in your long-term mobility. Do the couch stretch for 2 minutes per side, the thoracic extension for 5 minutes total, and the deep squat hold for 2 to 3 minutes. That's it. That's the whole protocol. The difference between the guys who move well at 60 and the ones who can barely get out of a chair isn't genetics or luck. It's the accumulation of small, consistent choices made over years. These 3 exercises are your insurance policy against the mobility theft that comes with modern living. Master them now, and your future self will thank you every single day.